Today, we'd maybe like to start with a story that brought up many questions. It's a very well-known story that happened with a Palestinian prisoner that decided that he is going on hunger strike. He had no problem to lose his eyesight, his hearing, his life, everything, but not to surrender to us, to the, so to speak, Jewish spirit, but to keep the ideology of the Islam, of the jihad. And I have to say that when I watched him coming back to the territories, the place from where he came, his home, he is accepted, welcomed as a hero among his family, in his village. And I looked at him, and I even had a kind of like an envy over what? For the force, for that something that's so strong inside him that he's willing to give up his life for this very strong ideology. And it brought up many questions. And maybe as a first question, what is this so powerful, radical, ideological force that it is at the basis of the jihad, of the Islam, that is so powerful and gives so much strength to its activists? This is something very deep. It's very broad, that is expanding and already has a history of about 4,000 years. It's from the days of Abraham and his first son, Ismail, and up till our times, and throughout the width of historical timeline. And it's also a very deep matter because it touches the internality of the laws of nature and the operation of the whole of reality. And therefore, it's impossible to call it an ideological war as if it's something that's going on now, like they want to say, like the Arabs want to say that it started when we came here, when we came back to the land of Israel. According to their ideology, it's Palestine, and so you can't say that it started just now. First of all, they understand that they, in order to hold on to this land and to be counter to us, they need deep roots, and therefore they tie themselves to the people that as if is already existing for 7,000 years in this area, in this region, even though that it's known by historians and by everyone that this is not how things are, that they came from Afghanistan, from that area, all in all, not long ago, that the Mamelukes came and afterwards came here. And the way it was in the days of Abraham, it was only the beginning of the nation, which later on developed and became the people who they are, and has nothing actually to do with this area. They didn't start here, they didn't live here, and neither Ismail nor his successors. But that's how it is. And also with respect to Al-Aqsa, they want to say that this is their holy place because that's where the temple was, and then they built something of their own. And this is how they build everywhere. The same with the tomb of Joseph, as if Joseph is their saint, and Abraham's theirs, and Isaac and Jacob and the mothers and everything. It all belongs to them. They immediately color it green, and immediately belongs to them. So, and that's how it is with all the prophets. They respect all these great people. They consider that they belong to them. And like they took our Torah and made the Quran out of it, or the Christians made the New Testament out of it, and so on, and all the rest of the books. Meaning the ideology is very clear, that we are holding on to the source, and they get from us what does it mean, what is holy, what is not, what is secular, what are the holidays, what are the weekdays, and it was all taken from us and adapted, changed into something that it as if belongs to them. Therefore, the free day, the holy day during the days of the week, whether it's Friday or Saturday, and that's how it is with the holidays that Islam and Christianity got from us. And up till a few years ago, no one talked about it. It was very clear. But now their tendency is, first of all, to prove to themselves. The whole world knows that it's not so. But even though that a lie, when it spreads and becomes a big lie, it's accepted. This is how people are built. Yeah, they start believing it. Yeah. And first of all, it's their inner need to strengthen the people meaning all the Arabs. It's not one people, but to give all of them a big basis that they are the most ancient people, strongest. They have, it was so dictated to them by the upper force that they have to conquer the whole world by Islam, and they took it from us actually, because it says so, all shall know me from small to great in Judaism. My home will be the home of prayer to all people, and the land of Israel will extend to the entire world, meaning they took all these things from us and made it their ideology. And therefore, any place they find something that historically belongs to us, they immediately take it to the Islam. They annex it to the Islam. And wherever they find more and more proof, it all belongs to Islam. And on the place of the Al-Aqsa, there was never a Jewish temple. It was a temple, yes, but it was a Muslim temple. And now there's the Al-Aqsa standing there, that it got a kind of a renovation. And there were always wars and everything, and it was always theirs. And we know that this people is very both knowing how to explain lies to themselves and to others, and tend to believe these lies and to accept it easily. They have this kind of a tendency that they believe in what they themselves invent, and we think that they're living a lie. Well, they're not living a lie. They believe it. Yeah, they immediately accept it as a fact. And therefore, this is how they see it. And what's interesting is that I'm sure that in Europe, they'll do the very same now. They'll do the same. They'll say that all these Christian holy places are our places, and that it doesn't belong to Jesus, that Jesus was Arab. It's like all of our saints, Moses and Aaron and Moshe, David, they were all Arabs. They say that Jesus was an Arab, Muslim, really a Muslim, and that's how everyone was. And everything that the world thinks is untrue. It's all Islam, and there's nothing else about it. So there's no ideological war going on here. They're not fighting anyone, as if. They're simply explaining to everyone what is the truth and what is just. What is it, a war of explanation? Yes. They come and they say, what are you talking about? This is all ours. The saints, they're ours. The holy places are ours. Look, we're protecting it all. We're not breaking anything. The Joseph tomb in Shechem or the Me'arat HaMachpelah, it's ours. They are our holy forefathers, and the mothers, and the Kever Rachel, where Rachel is buried, and you came 2,000 years after, and you're saying that this is yours? No way. We always respected these places because they're ours. Only you see that this is Joseph's burial place of his burial, but it's colored green, it's ours. And that's how it is with everything. And they don't have the same with Meron and other places. They truly appreciate the holy people, that the Jews think that the Jews as if think that it belongs to them, but actually they're sure that it belongs to them. Like they say about the Christians, Jesus, he's an Arab, Muslim. And that's how it is with everything. Meaning that we see a very special twist here that wasn't that obvious earlier. That they have a new kind of development towards the fact that they want to rule the world, where this ideology is simple, meaning we have no one to fight. We're not against Christianity, we're not against Judaism. They're simply a part of the Islam. And the truth is that they are Islam, only a bit distorted. We're more ancient, we're more established, we're stronger. We're a billion. Who can come against us? And this is a sign that the higher force is with us. And therefore, we're coming to you. And God forbid, we're not coming to kill you. Whoever's with us, he immediately becomes Muslim. And he is our brother in everything. Because Islam, it's not a nationality. It's the faith in a single God. And so, we're not coming at you with a sword. Our sword is a sign that this is our way to warn a person that he has to believe in one higher force, and therefore he has to think and repent.